Hey everyone, Phil Snyder here. The video today is going to be on the Utah School Guardian program that was passed into law May 1st of 2024. First of all, I just wanted to introduce myself. I've been a Utah law enforcement officer since 1996. I've been a member of the CIT Utah Crisis Intervention Team for about 20 years. A guardian is a volunteer school employee. They cannot be a teacher or a principal unless the school has less than 100 students. A janitor, a playground aide, lunch lady, or office staff, etc. would be ideal in this situation. There can be more than one approved school guardian in every school. This does not preclude a teacher that has a concealed firearm permit to carry in the schools. Those are two separate things. The Guardian program is just somebody, a volunteer that wants to receive more training than just a concealed firearm permit, and they're committed to all of that annual training that they need to do to keep that certification active. But to be a volunteer guardian, it must be approved by your school administrator. You must have a Utah concealed firearm permit, which I can help you with. I'm an instructor. You must also go through a mental health screening done by the state of Utah. And then after that, you're going to go through an initial training course, which I'm going to guess is approximately 8 to 12 hours long. And that's going to involve firearms, live fire training and qualification on a range, general familiarity with firearms, safe storage of firearms, lawful use of force, including deadly force allowed by a private citizen, and more training. It's also going to include in that initial training, situational training and coordination of law enforcement officer responsive during active threat situations. You'll receive crime scene preservation and evidence handling training, basic first aid, stop the bleed type training, and controlling information and protocols in active threat situations. Then you must do an annual training. That's a 4-hour training every year, and that's going to involve firearms practice and qualification on the pistol that you want to carry at the school, training on storage of firearm, de-escalation tactics, and role of mental health in incidents and disability awareness. And then in biannual training scenario, you're going to do role plays. You're going to have active shooter live training in a school or similar environment. So maybe another building that's not your school, or maybe a simulator, something like that. And you're going to do that training with school administrators. And that's going to also include where the trauma kits are in the school and other security apparatuses like cameras and videos and things like that. So let's see. These trainings are 4 hours each. So in addition to that initial training that was about 8 to 12 hours, you will every year annually, to keep your certification active, do that 12 hours of training that I just described. You will receive a one-time stipend of $500 to be in the program. So as you can see, this program involves firearms training, and it's very heavily focused on mental health. You cannot open carry your firearm on the school grounds unless you're responding to an active threat situation. So it will need to be concealed, and you will need to learn some good strategies how to do that effectively to where it's comfortable and it's not accessible to students. Storage of your gun that you're going to use as a guardian must be stored in a biometric safe, and it must be in your office and when you are on the school grounds. So once you leave, you would need to take your gun with you. School guardians don't have any law enforcement powers or authority. They don't have qualified immunity like law enforcement officers do. However, you're not liable for civil damages if you're a school guardian, as long as you're acting in good faith and you're not grossly negligent. However, you still would be liable for criminal charges if you did something that was unlawful as a guardian, just as if our law enforcement would be liable as well. Under this act, if you point a gun at anybody as a school guardian, you will have to submit a report within 48 hours and turn that in to your school administrator. You may detain people if you reasonably believe that a forcible felony has been committed or there has been an attempt to commit one, and you may also take other actions to abate school threats. You will need a Utah concealed firearm permit to be a guardian. That's something that I can help you with, and those fees that BCI charges of $53.25 are waived. So you will not have to pay that fee as a teacher. You'll just need to attach a copy of that teacher ID with your BCI application, and we can do that at the class. Please share this video to all of your school employees and teachers unions and things like that, or maybe they want a little information as to what this guardian entails. To all the law enforcement agencies out there that are tasked with these training duties, I know that I saw a video conference of Sheriff Mike Smith out there indicating, that this is quite of a burden to put on the shoulders of law enforcement, and I understand that. So I am available to any law enforcement agency out there in Utah that could use a guy that's got some really good skills that would like to be part of this program. Please reach out to me if you need any help with either an SRO, I'm available for hire, or if you need me to help with some of the training that your departments are required to do. And I'm available anywhere in Utah, okay? I'm semi-retired, so it's not just in Salt Lake County. I would be willing to travel anywhere to help these agencies out. Just a little bit of background about me. If you're considering me for hire, for training, or as an SRO, as an armed security guard, I've received numerous commendations from the Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office and Unified Police Department, including the Division Commander's Award for a school shooting that I prevented in 2006. I also have a letter of character and employment reference from West Jordan Justice Court Judge Ronald Coons. I'd be happy to provide that. I've also had letters of commendations from the 3rd District Mental Health Court team and my former division commander for my CIT work that I did as a Unified Police Officer. I believe that's when I was working for them. So if you don't have a school SRO and you want one and you want to hire me, or if you want to hire an armed security guard, I would also be available for that through my agency. So please, if you're looking for somebody and you're looking for some help with this program, I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.